Number 9, I have 4x squared equals 1.44. So let's take the usual approach here. Divide each side by 4. Now we'll isolate the x squared. So I have x squared equals 1.44 divided by 4, which is 0.36. That's x squared equals 0.36. And then I just take the square root of each side. That gives me an x on the left and a plus or minus the square root of 0.36 on the right. And the square root of 0.36 is 0.6. And that's an exact answer. 0.36 is a perfect square, and 0.6 squared is what gives you that. So x is plus or minus 0.6. Number 10 doesn't work out so nicely. I'll take the same approach though. I'll isolate my x squared, and to do that I divide both sides by 3. And the 3's cancel out. And that gives me an x squared on the left. And on the right I have 17.2 divided by 3. And if I punch that in on the calculator, I end up with 5.733, and the 3's go on forever. It's a repeating decimal, 5.73. And I need to take the square root of that. You see, this is x squared, the 5.73 repeating. So to solve for x, I need to take the square root of both sides. So x on the left is plus or minus the square root of 5.733, and the 3's go on forever. And this just isn't a real friendly way to leave an answer, a repeating decimal under a radical. So I'm going to go ahead and convert that to a decimal number. I'm going to calculate that on the calculator, 5.733, and take the square root of that. So here's my calculator, and I'll do the square root of 5.733 and hit enter, and I get 2.39 and so on. That's not exact because I didn't type in 5.733 repeating exactly. So I'm just going to say 2.39. That will be approximately my answer. So I'll write that down. X is approximately equal to plus or minus 2.39. And we can check this by plugging this number, 2.39, back into the original equation. The original equation was 3x squared equals 17.2. So if we calculate 3 times 2.39 squared, we should get approximately 17.2. 2.39 is our approximate answer, so that should give us approximately 17.2. So let's try that. Let's just do 3 times parentheses 2.39 squared and 17.13. Pretty close. It's not exact because 2.39 isn't an exact answer. This is my exact answer right here. If you were told to give an exact answer, you could give that, or if you were told to convert it into a decimal number rounded to 2 places, you could give that as an answer, or you might be told to round to a different place.